Her name is Claire Redfield. We caught her trespassing in our Paris lab facility 10 days ago. She apparently infiltrated the complex looking for her lost brother, Chris Redfield, one of the surviving members of RPD's famous STARS teams.
Give kudos to like this opening sequence with Claire breaking into the Umbrella research facility. I think it's pretty nice. I think it's nicely like lit for its, for the time it was made. I think it's pretty good. Kudos to hopefully this was, she infiltrated it on like a Saturday or a Sunday, so like no one was in the building. And I feel like if you're in a research building and you're trying to hunt down this one person that's infiltrating the research building, you might not want to kill your employees that you probably need for the research purposes.
But also fun action montage.
Oh my god, Persona 5 stole from this scene.
I forget, in one of the Resident Evil movies, they try to redo that scene, and it's just not good.
Don't move.
The fact that you saw the Resident Evil films is a statement you made that's very concerning. I think I know which one it was. It was the third one you're talking about.
I really don't remember. They all very much blur together.
I vaguely remember, I think Resident Evil 2, the movie, was based off of Resident Evil, 2? 3. Vaguely. Yeah, Resident Evil 3, yeah. Vaguely.
Yeah, it's more off of 3. Yeah. It's like this weird kind of, it's so weird. Is it fun to say it's like they have Mila Jovovich LARPing in some fantasy Resident Evil world? Because that's how it feels sometimes.
It does. I like, the thing is, I like Mila Jovovich. Can't say her name. I like her as an actress. I kind of wish she had more stuff to do, because the role she's in, she tries her best, and she sometimes gets really campy, and I'm just like, oh yeah, Camp's the great. I loved her in Zoolander as the evil henchman, especially when she tells the main character to shut up. She's all shut up, and while he's getting hypnotized, and I just think it's really hilarious.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh god, what if Resident Evil does that's how they hypnotized Jill, was how the hypnotizing sequence from Zoolander with Relax Just Do It?
I've actually never seen Zoolander, so I really don't know much about it.
Damn it, there's a scene where
That's the one with Ben Stiller in it, is that right?
Yes, Ben Stiller is the main character, and honestly, it's funny. There's interesting background behind it, because there's a lawsuit with
I don't know it.
who's the guy? What's his name? I believe there was there was a lawsuit behind it because Bret Easton Ellis, I think, was suing them because it sounded very similar. The premise of Zoolander sounded very similar to one of his novels, which was also about these corporations training these beautiful models to become sleeper assassins. And that's kind of the premise of Zoolander as well. The only difference is that Zoolander is an enjoyable film versus Bret Ellis's writing is a slog. There, I said it.
Yeah, I'll take your word on it.
It's fun. There's no doubt some dated shit in there that's probably racist, but that montage sequence of just him getting hypnotized, I think, is funny. I think it has some commentary about the fast fashion industry, and actually kind of has awareness to know that it's white men that run the fashion industry and not women, despite because like that's usually very like a lot of those like the secret fashion industry is run by these like misandrist women who want to kill all men and blah blah blah. Like no, the actual thing is men run that industry, just like several other industries under the you know
Yeah, I get exactly what you mean.
yeah. So it has some awareness to its commentary.
Oh, there it is. I was trying to remember where this knife was. Anyway, we gotta go say bye to Juan because he's bleeding out or something. That man that was in there.
Wait, his name's
Rodrigo.
Juan as well? Oh,
yeah, it's
Rodrigo?
like Rodrigo Juan something. I don't know. It's like pretty generically Spanish.
I thought he was black. Oh well.
Hey, Resident Evil's like, we're gonna get some black Latino.
You know what? They gave us some Latino rep. They gave us some Afro Latino rep. Good on them. The guy that like lives to like the last minute by getting eaten by like a worm.
Oh gosh,
There's
playing
our
this
Afro
game after having played Resident Evil 2 is kind of interesting because this game feels a little bit slower. I don't know.
Hey, the are really nice in this game.
Yeah, I just mean like the navigating the menu feels a little bit slower.
Oh no, it's the simps. They're all under attack. They're all trying to simp for Claire. They're like, hey, can I have some feed pics from your DMs?
Oh god.
They're like, please, just a little pinky toe, please. Just a little nibble. Just let me lick your toe.
They're like physical objects, so it's a little hard to navigate around them. Anyway, since this is one of the Zack and Cody triplet rejects, basically, I won't expand that thought any further, so don't ask.
Wait, don't shoot.
Don't you mean quadruplets? Because like I think Gorokechi is one of those too.
Oh god,
Wait
no!
right there. I'm coming over. Sorry about that little misunderstanding. But I
He's
thought
all,
you were one of
don't be
those
afraid of me.
Shut up.
Unlike those simps, I respect women.
Relax, beautiful. I said I was sorry.
He's like, I like to call myself a male feminist.
I was a prisoner
Oh
on this island.
god, a meninist.
And I'm guessing you're not from Umbrella either.
I like his,
You don't get it.
his
Mick
little-
Chow actually has a point.
Claire.
Anyway, so off-brand Ken doll
I'll remember
here
that.
and his electronic choker
There's an airport around here.
are just like
Once I find
trust
out, I can finally
issues
escape from
that
this
won't
crazy
be
life.
my whole character
See ya.
plot. Bye.
Wait up.
Is his name Billy or Bobby again?
I don't
Don't know why
remember.
you're following me, lady.
Like
I think
I know there's a.
Steve.
You'll only
It's
slow me
Steve. Okay. There's so many. The dudes like there's Chris, there's Billy, there's Steve, there's Brad, and then there's Barry. Like there's a lot of like so many of these Resident Evil names are just very generic white people names that you're just like, all right, kind of time to throw a dart on the board and see what name we got here.
Yeah. Honestly, this is the Resident Evil game I know the least, other than like Zero. So I'm probably gonna fail pretty hard. I guess just be aware of that.
Part of life. Failure is just a natural part of life, and you know, that's part of playing the game.
Wait, why am I using that? Oh, fuck, someone's right in front of me.
At least when you push back, like, it seems to be like a wider kind of,
Oh my god. You can, like...
Yeah, it seems to be like a wide scale, like there is kind of a... It can affect an entire crowd when you push back zombies.
Yeah.
That's
I'm just trying to use the knife because it's very overpowered in this video game.
damn.
Goodness. Anyway, I don't remember Camp Laszlo being like this.
Sir, I would love to call my parents. Your brochure was misleading. Wait, so then does that imply that the green herb is poison ivy?
Sure, I guess. The only thing I remember about that show is the wild ending, where they're just like, oh, that was never the actual camp counselor.
Okay, that's kind of a nightmare though, like that idea of like, there's some dude that's pretending to be your camp counselor and you never realize that you left your kids with a complete stranger.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you leave your kids with a complete stranger, but you expect them to be like, you know, professional and not do anything creepy with the kids, but like if he's just a complete stranger, that is definitely concerning. All I remember is that like the platypus dude, for the longest time I thought he was a duck because they made the platypus look like a duck.
Yeah, I get that. I'm like about to have to like use my full heal already. This is no bueno.
That's why simps were a mistake. They're like, I promise I won't drain your energy, and look at them all, they're all parasites draining your energy. Craving the feet pics and the gamer girl juices.
This camp is evidence of what happens when you go too long without getting your gamer girl bathwater.
You gotta stay hydrated. Make sure you have an IV to pump your veins fresh with the gamer girl gunk. I mean, bathwater.
Oof. I don't know why I decided to mix my coffee this way. It is just sugar.
All my coffee though, I just like pour it to the point where it's mostly creamer, and I'm just like, yeah, I just want sugar with some caffeine, you know.
I feel like most of the
Sir,
time.
sir, I am not satisfied. I am going to leave a 1-star Yelp rating on your summer camp.
Let's get the gun out. Oh, fuck. I'm gonna hold off just a moment.
deposit
Well.
any metallic items you have in the security box.
Oh yeah, this scene where you can't take them. You have to leave behind your metallic stuff.
Yep. If you get a first aid spray, that also counts as metallic, which is kind of interesting.
Yeah, I mean it makes sense. That stuff is that is a metallic can.
Yeah, I just mean in the sense of like that they would count that as well.
Chris Redfield.
So
What are you doing
alrighty,
here?
how to talk to girl.
Chris
I
Redfield.
am a male,
Is he a relative of
19,
yours or
and I've
something?
never
You
talked
mean
to
my
a
brother?
woman before,
Ah,
not even my own
your
mom.
siblings.
How do I talk to girl that I might like?
Well, it seems your brother is under surveillance
Posts
from
on
Umbrella.
relationship Reddit
What?
advice.
Will my character archetype revolve
Got to
daddy
contact
or
Leon and tell him
mommy
to let my brother know he's
issues?
being monitored. It's a good thing I have access to an outside
Like,
connection.
don't worry, I will
shows some activity
AOL
monitoring
chat
at this
with
place.
my friend, Leon that I
Why
met
don't you send
during the
your brother the
apocalypse.
coordinates and ask him to come help?
She's
He'll
just
call
like,
my brother.
I'll do that.
She's just like, let me log into my Club
just
Penguin
kidding.
account real quick to message my friend
There's no way he
Leon
could
from
get
Resident
help
Evil
if he is
2
your brother.
and get the message
Yes, he
out.
can. I'm sure of it.
You know, the thing
His
is,
username
I-
is Scamper23.
You'll just end up disappointed if you rely on others.
That are like
Believe me,
need
I know.
Asian girl GF.
What was that all about?
and this is like back then when you had to pay for membership, so she's like, I let him bum off my membership. For now, because I feel like that's how I repaid him for the whole apocalypse thing.
There's this one like image that's like, oops, you can't use this word on Barbie.com. That just resonates really hard with me. Part of me wishes that I was able to like have access to like that stuff to like play those like online video games, like Club Penguin as an example, or I think Pop Tropica even. Like,
Yeah, I
cousins
did
were
Pop
into that.
Tropica. I still remember my Pop Tropica account. I've logged on like every once in a while, and I can still my character's still there with all her stuff. Yeah. I did a lot of like Pillsbury, Neopets. I also did that Build-A-Bear thing, and that one was also another one where it's like you had certain words censored, and I remembered. My sister told me that one time she would pretend on like I forgot what it's called, but it's like Jungle Pals or like I don't know, it's some other MMO for kids, but like she would pretend to be a boy and then like try to catfish like kids, and then when they're like, "Oh man, I love you," she would like try to get them to date her, and then she's like, "Haha, by the way, I'm a girl and I'm just joking," and then she would just leave their chat room.
Please deposit
God.
any metallic items.
I was
That
like,
does
"Why?"
sound like her though.
So like, I'm your boy. She's all like, I'm not your boyfriend after all. I'm just a kid making fun of you or something like that. And I'm just like, that. I mean, that's kind of mean, but also really funny because it's those kids like MMOs. What did you expect?
Yeah, that's like I think Lexi had a similar story. I forget what game she mentioned. It probably was Club Penguin when she was like getting my girlfriend at Club Penguin by pretending I'm a guy.
Oh my god. Yeah. I can see Leon like logging in every day to get his coins and just get his little like puffle, like fluffle pet. It's like a black one because he's a little edgy,
Sure. I I never got to experience Club Penguin, so I have no idea what that really is.
Forgot to experience it, but I know like some of the basis that like you can have like your own pets, which are these little fuzz balls, and they had different colors. And I think the black one was like a moody one because like different color fuzzles had different personalities. So like Leon would get the edgy one, and he would name that one Top Energy 69.
Top energy needed. Okay.
Yeah. I think we need to steal that guillotine and like get that loser's head in between those blades, you know, just the sweet embrace of death by guillotine, since his rich ass is protecting them from the entire epidemic.
Oh dang, it makes that ammo.
What?
Oh fuck.
Oh yeah, this part with the doggos, the most annoying enemies.
Yeah, I mean they're just like they've always been like the worst enemy in like Resident Evil. Just because they're very like agile, especially like in this game where it is all tank controls, it's a bit hard to maneuver around. Kind of similar to what's his face? To the Nemesis, as an example.
Oh gosh, the Nemesis in Resident Evil 3 was ooh.
Yeah.
Was that like a shortcut you just unlocked with the padlock key?
Yes.
Yeah, good idea to just avoid the dogs. The zombie that was about to grab was like, please, ma'am, spare coochie. Wait, so Steve is like one of the rejected. So like we create a list of rejected like Sweet Life Zack and Cody quadruplets, and that list includes Steve
And Goro Akechi from Persona 5.
Yep, Goro Akechi is one of them. Goro Akechi is like the rejected Cody, where they're like, oh no, we're like, they inserted too much of Zack's genes into a Cody clone, and they're like, oh no, this one's a sociopath, we gotta get rid of it.
Remember how the mom just let the kids hang out with the weird, like, janitor repairman dude?
Had the hots for their mom. Well, I think it's because, like, she knew he had the hots for her, so she's probably like, okay, they're not gonna hurt my son, he's just gonna try and hurt me, probably.
Sorry. Just that line of logic.
I mean, honestly, I used to think Mr. Mosby was kind of a killjoy, but then I realized when I got further in life, I was like,
Squidward. Like, his
yeah, I was
archetype
like,
is really just that.
yeah, I was like, you know what? I feel sorry for Mr. Mosby. He has to watch, like, everyone because no one does their job.
Mm-hmm.
And he's just a black man in a managerial position. And he, and I'm, like, thinking, he's not even that mean to the kids either.
No, he's just like, go away.
Yeah, like, he never, like, I am assuming he never charges, like, the mom, because he understands she's a single mom, and, like, the father's off doing a band shit.
This is a, Mr. Mosby Stan account.
Yep. We need to do a Mr. Mosby fan cam of him now.
Oh god. Oh, remember that sad episode in, like, the sequel series that was not as good, to be honest?
I had Sweet Life on Deck.
Yeah, but how it was like, London's dad, like, didn't show up to her graduation of all fucking things?
Yeah. Oh dear.
That was a sad one.
Yeah. I never knew London Tipton was a parody of Paris Hilton.
Yeah.
Because I never knew Paris Hilton existed, that's why.
I had
I was
very
like, oh,
basic knowledge of like Paris Hilton.
I didn't know Paris Hilton existed until I think I was in like a famous sector of LA where like celebrities hanged and Paris Hilton was coming in. I was like, who's Paris Hilton? I am so confused.
Mm-hmm.
But like Paris Hilton's coming, I was like, who is she? And then my family was like, she's famous for being famous, and I was like,
Yeah,
I don't understand. Yeah, I was like, I don't understand. Oh, I like my 14-year-old mind was confused by that sentence. I was like, how do you get famous without achieving anything in life? I don't understand. You know, this is before I realized meritocracy was a lie, of course.
Yeah.
All it took was just the right connections and being born rich.
Basically. Ah, goodness. Ah.
Wait, what if Morgana is Mr. Mosby of the Persona 5 group?
No. I will not accept such slander.
Of Mr. Mosby?
Well, maybe human Morgana.
Okay, but Mr.
I'm
Mosby
joking.
doesn't go creepy on girls, that's the thing.
Yeah. Do
Oh
you
god, I
remember
remember
one
the janitor's
episode
name
where
was
they had
Erwin.
Freddie from iCarly play like some kid in a wheelchair to give? I don't really fully remember the episode, but I'm gonna assume it probably was handled not great.
Dear.
Oh, shit.
I do remember the episode when Fred was at its height, where like
No, I said Freddie from iCarly.
Freddy. Oh. I thought you were talking about Fred. Like, hey, it's Fred, that YouTube phenomenon that existed that we all like repress. But when you look back at it, you think like Fred. You know, you'd think that like when Fred's career was over, he'd turn into like a right-wing reactionary, like kind of almost getting red-pilled, like neo-reactionary kid, like some YouTubers go for that route, like they did with Tobuscus. But like, no, he's just kind of like a vlogger, just seems to be doing his own life pretty fine.
Mm-hmm. Oh gosh. You like reminded me that he existed, the other guy, Tobuscus.
Yeah, I only know him for the Nugget and the Biscuit song, and I think his like
I'm pretty sure that's like the only like famous video he did that he tried to capitalize off of multiple times by redoing the song.
oh dear.
Um,
All I remember is
that and
also
he
he had the
was in
literal
he was in that Orange cartoon show. Well, no, it wasn't a cartoon, but that show that was on Nickelodeon.
Annoying Orange.
Yes.
Oh dear.
I remember
All I-
it because my cousins used to watch it.
Oh damn. All I remember him was also for his literal vids for game trailers.
Mm-hmm.
Specifically his Assassin's Creed one, I think is his most famous one, but like and now he became what sounds like a reactionary shithead. I mean, I'm not surprised, but why are we? Oh yeah, that's right. So iCarly with the like with Freddie, that's an episode. I didn't think. I barely remember iCarly is the thing.
I wish I could say the same.
I remember Sam and that Sam's mom was played by the coach woman from Glee. I forgot her name.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's right.
I think that was the best celebrity cameo they ever utilized, because I'm like, you know what? Yeah, she would be great as Sam's mom. Like, I can totally see Sam becoming the way she is with this character and this actress. Like, I can buy it. I thought it was a good casting choice.
Settle down, lassie.
Gotta put her down like old Yeller.
No! Fuck. That's not what I wanted to do.
Just mix them all together, and you got yourself another big giant green herb.
I was mashing through the text and it said, you have too much space, want to use it, and I clicked yes.
Oh.
Yeah. Damn it. Fuck, wait, I should have left the proof there. I just thought about that. Damn it.
Pupper is getting a nightmare in the middle of the morning.
Oh, baby.
Yeah, Lobo's kind of become back into a puppy stage, you know. He's really old. He's just a brat now. He's like, I do what I want now because I'm too old to care.
Yeah. I'm surprised they never put anything behind that giant painting of Alfred, I believe his name is.
Our boy, our terribly acted boy.
Oh yeah.
Our terribly acted boy, whose voice actor of this game still has a voice acting career to this day.
Yeah. Don't ever feel discouraged.
This is a message to any voice actor or aspiring voice actor that you can always find jobs within the realms of cartoons, movies, commercials, audiobooks, podcasts, radio. There's a whole opportunity. So what are these peeps saying that we gotta get Asian American actors to also play Asian characters? Oh god, okay, yeah, no, get marginalized voice actors to voice those marginalized characters. That's a I think that's a good thing. I think that's something people should do.
Oh, that's a real picture imposed. I wonder who it is. NTC 0394. Okay.
I'm gonna in the chat. What was it?
NTC 0394.
0394.
Yeah,
All
we're
right.
gonna use it right now, so like,
I'm just putting the chat just in case.
thanks.
Have we met Alfred yet or not yet?
No, we'll meet him in I guess maybe the next 10 minutes or so?
Then he'll be like, Alexa! Or something, right? Because that's all I remember, or what I remember in the clips, is he yells his sister's name. And I don't like the implications they're trying to imply with that. For the fact that they've committed to like depicting very 90s GUI systems, given the era.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yes, you got the red herb. Now you can like mix it with the green herb and snuff an even more powerful drug.
Yep. Insert overdone weed reference here.
I just love the implication that like after you've gotten bitten on the shoulder by a zombie, you just take some of that herb and you feel better. Like all I can think of is that like does that herb numb the pain? So that's why you think you feel better. You're like, oh, I feel better, and you're just still with that bite mark bleeding out in the ass.
Mhm. I hope they have Toy Story.
What the hell is this? Oh no, these kids are sociopaths. Okay. I
Oh goodness.
Okay. 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 Why would someone record that?
Wait.
Can't.
Oh, wait, I'm
Can't.
supposed to go this way.
I can't. Can't even. Why? Why was that? Why? Why is it that every time, like, the trope of twins fucking each other is a thing? I don't understand why.
I think it probably just comes based on this really weird fetishization of twins itself. I don't understand it.
I don't know where this like trope comes from because I've been seeing it happen in a lot of like say gothic or southern gothic literature, which is those kind of tropes do utilize incest, but usually in the grotesque way of like, oh, this is fucked up. But like I've seen it with like in the case of twins, it's the other part of like showing that twins are grotesque in themselves.
Mm-hmm.
It's either that or it's the doppelganger stuff, but
Yeah.
why can't there just be twins with a healthy relationship? Like, what are the twins in Persona 5's name again?
Hold on, I'm trying to remember.
Like Elizabeth? Or is that like their fused form? No, that's someone else.
It's Caroline and Justine, that's what it is.
Yeah. You see, those twins seem to have a happy life, and then it turns out they just fuse to become one person, and I'm like, okay, this is also another trope that I find really weird.
Mm-hmm. Who has the time to tear these two apart?
Why do they need to become one?
I do like that in the extended universe, I'll put it that way, like in the Persona dancing game that I played, they're kind of just like, I guess we'll just chill like this as well. So that's kind of fun.
Yeah. Isn't it like they have a brother, Theodore? Their brother Theodore is just like the butt monkey for everyone.
Yeah! Help me!
Steve?
Oh my god. Oh. I forgot how funny that line comes across. Help me.
Well, we might as well take the call for help, We never know. Maybe around the corner is a new friend.
Hold on, I kind of want a screenshot of this moment. Steve is suffering.
Let me just clip that for you.
Thank you. When two pairs complete, my anger is inside. So that's triple. So there's the gun. That's not the same.
Oh goodness, give me a moment. It's not letting me clip something, so I have to reload, see if it'll let me do that. Alright, I'm working on it right now, gonna clip it.
Thought I wouldn't make it.
Oh, I need those. Give them to me.
You gotta be kidding.
That's another clip.
I found it and I'm keeping it. Fine. Let's make a deal. I'll trade you for something fully automatic. I'll see you around, Claire. Adios.
Hey, wait, Steve!
So, or I
kind
can
of
give it to
did
you for
just
free
stop.
for some feet pics.
Oh god. Ugh. She kind of did
He's
like
like,
ignore him for like 5 seconds after he said that, so I kind of understand, but goodness. Oh, here we go.
Is this our boy, the terribly active boy?
They like all are.
How dare you interfere with my operation?
What are you talking about?
You let yourself be captured so you can lead your people to this base.
I have no idea what you're babbling about.
You don't fool me. I am Alfred Ashford, commander of this base.
Oh? You must be one of Umbrella's lower level officers if you're in command of a backwater base like this one.
Okay, he looks like a Ken doll. He looks like the Ken doll, like that hair slicked back, like someone put him in like the Barbie Nutcracker like costume. Like he looks like a model ripped from the Barbie and the Nutcracker.
Okay. I feel like they all kind of look like some like Barbie doll kind of like feeling, but I think it's just because like this was the power of like the Dreamcast, you know, so this is what they could do at the
I
time.
really don't know anything about that.
Oh yeah, no, I think these models are pretty good. Like
Overall, yeah.
yeah, from the time they come from, I think they're pretty good. Like I think their style is pretty nice and like a really nice retro Dreamcast look. But damn, this man be like, look at me and my toys, and I get to play soldier and also spend my inherited wealth to prove to fulfill my dreams of MGTOW or like Begone Thought is basically his deal. He's all like, the only woman that I need is my sister. His laugh always gets to me.
I do like that Claire is kind of just not reacting to anything. It's kind of funny to
This
me.
is a sign of like her oppressed trauma of going through the stages of
This is
fear
like
that
just,
Resident Evil 2 was.
This is just a couple months after Resident Evil 2. Just so you know.
Well,
in the
there
timeline.
you go. Well, there you go. She has clearly not gotten the proper care in treating her therapy.
Oh, right, the bow gun. Okay. Yes. Okay, so they have the side pack, and then we just go here. That was a longer transition.
Alright, I published the clip of Steve is suffering.
Nice. Ah, damn it.
Is this the set behind The Little Mermaid? I always wanted to meet a Disney princess. That's like Claire's thinking.
Little
I
does
always
she
thought-
know, she's gonna find out this is The Little Mermaid 2.
She's like, I always related to Ariel. She's a redhead, and I like the color red. Wait, so is Claire a redhead, or is she just auburn? That's the real question.
Well, she's like brown haired in the original appearance. I think it's just that she just dyes it, basically.
Okay. It just looks like her hair is a little bit more auburn. It could be just the lighting.
Yeah. I'd like never fully realized that you're supposed to use the lighter to ward away the bats, and they won't attack you, which is never really stated.
Yeah, and I don't really get why people would make that logic unless you're going by like haunted house logic, I guess. Because bats don't really give a shit about light in real life.
Yeah.
But we're so like the haunted house logic there is that bats are vampires and vampires hate the light, therefore bats hate the light or something.
Yeah, pretty much.
Also, how do bats attack you? They don't. What are they gonna do? They're gonna bite you? I mean, they could give you rabies, but you just.
They've got gold-plated, what are they called? Iron knuckles? I forget what they're called.
Brass knuckles?
Yes, that's what it is.
Damn. Living the thug life.
It literally weighs them down, emotionally, but more so physically.
They're like, yes, I exploited my workers in the gold mines to give me my custom brass knuckles that say the words love and hate. That's the emotional trauma that rich people have to feel with is, oh shit, I exploited my labor force and I feel so bad as a boss because this is clearly the only way for me to make a profit is to exploit your labor for my profit. You know, this makes me wonder, like, what is Steve doing with his life, like, while these events are unfolding, you know, as Claire?
Complaining about trust issues, most definitely.
Hoping that he gets therapy, like he finds a zombie therapist and is like, so then I realized I hate my mom and my dad, so I don't think I just have daddy issues, I think I have mommy issues too. Oh my god.
Oh, I might have.
Read all about about it. It's the zombie epidemic has attacked this research facility.
They just gave me Newsboy vibes. I was like, oh no. The Newsies are here to strike.
Oh my
They're
God.
on strike.
It's like
They're all over you. Do you want to just get the knife? They look like they're a baseball team, so I'm just trying to think, like, what's a baseball team doing here?
yeah.
Like, were they forcing the prisoners to play baseball? Was there a corporate-funded baseball team under Umbrella's branch? If so, how deep does this corporation go in its outreach?
Probably just as hard as any military recruiting.
Am I right? Like, think about it. That Twitch channel with the U.S. Army and the fact that GameSpot was going to have some sergeant talk to them about games. Like, isn't that just great how prominent the industrial military complex is just invading the video game space? It's just great.
Oh, goodness. I'm glad the responses were what they were.
Oh, yeah, no, it was great that people are trolling them to be like, all right, how do I commit more war crimes? And it's like, people ain't having it. I have like a tinge of secondhand embarrassment for like the trooper who had to do that stream, having to just awkwardly ignore those comments, but
But
you chose that.
mhm.
I have no sympathy for you trying to exploitatively get the appeal of youth and minors to join your army.
Mhm.
Claire's like, this is how you like control a steering wheel, like a sail wheel, right? You just spin it all the way around, just spin it.
I mean, I guess it's maybe clever, because if you just try turning it a little bit, it's probably not going to do anything, considering she did like 20 rotations with that spin or something.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I don't think I go this way.
But it's weird that like that's the kind of lever it is. It's like a sailing wheel.
Yeah, I guess it's one of those situations where they're probably just like, oh, now this is like a very like privatized, I guess, island, and they're spending their wealth on like just all these random things. So I guess probably to keep with that aesthetic, they chose like some kind of sailing theming, because like the proofs we're getting are like military stuff. There's like the Navy, and then whatever other branches I am brain farting on it, but yeah.
Are you saying that there is a correlation between the wealth and military complex, like as if someone profiteers off of it and is, private corporations invest and spend military resources? Is that what you're trying to say? I do like the aesthetic of that palace. It's obviously not supposed to be like instantaneously decrepit, but you can see the creeping decay happening.
Yeah.
The biggest question is would this house be considered a McMansion?
That area is kind of small, so I want to say no.
True. Like, they're also like a McMansion is also like the styles are so inconsistent and just make it look ugly. Oh no, it's Rossetti. He came here to say you should have saved.
He's just like, why did you all force me into unemployment? It wasn't retirement.
I didn't get any benefits to terrorizing little kids. I'm gonna be real, I have no sympathy for Rossetti losing his job. I hope he gets benefits from his retirement, because I like to assume that the world of Animal Crossing is a socialist paradise, since, you know, you play as a villager that doesn't really need a job to begin with, so, you know, it's probably doable. Like, the system is just doable when you're unemployed.
Oh, there you go. Well done.
But Rossetti would always give me anxiety attacks as a kid, because I was like, oh no, I need to save, but my battery's so low. Oh my god, oh my god, oh god.
Did you have to go to a place to save in Animal Crossing?
You can just, like, press start and it would just save, but the thing is that, there was no save and continue like there was till, New Leaf. So it was just save and the game was over. So it made it really annoying if, like, you got some fish, but you wanted to keep going, you know, keep playing. Oh man, look at all that Kool-Aid all over there. Oh jeez.
So it was a bit
What a
more of a
mess.
situation where it would force it back to the title screen, basically, right?
Yeah, and that's just really annoying, especially when you're a kid and you just want to do everything in one go. Just keep playing. So you're kind of either you have to continuously save, go back to title screen, reopen again.
That was close.
Which could be a lot given that the loading screens were kind of long for the DS games. At least for Wild World it was, and yeah.
Was there multiple DS games of Animal Crossing?
There was only two. It was
Oh.
Wild World and then New Leaf. And then, like, there was one for the GameCube, and then there's one for the Game Boy Advance.
Yeah. There was one for the Game Boy Advance?
Yeah, I think that's, like, one of the first one. It was called, like, Animal Forest, and I think it was only in Japan.
Oh, I see.
It was only in Japan versus, and then, like, we got, like, the first localization of Animal Crossing, I believe, was for the GameCube. So I remember, like...
Which I think was a port of the Nintendo 64 game. Yeah,
probably. My history of Animal Crossing is not thorough. Damn, look at that copy machine. I've seen those copy machines before, where I used to work. But anyway, yeah, sometimes my DS would just shut down on itself. Sometimes you drop it and you lose all your progress, and it was super annoying. And then on top of that, you'd have to deal with Rossetti, and it was just the worst nightmare for me. So yeah, me and my sisters just hated Rossetti.
Yeah.
Because he was just mean in Wild World, like really mean in Wild World. Gosh, I remember, like, in New Horizons, some people were like, I miss the mean animal villagers, and I'm like, no, I don't like that. Like, I think those villagers were assholes. Like, if someone's just being mean to you, like, no, I disagree. I don't think that villagers should be super rude and super mean. This is a kid's game. As a kid, I was really scared of what people thought of me, and so if I played that game, I would definitely freak out and not play that game ever again if, like, someone was mean. If, like, those Animal Crossing villagers made those comments. Also, they would constantly say, like, hey, you're playing too long, you should go to sleep. Like, especially if you played the game at, like, 2 a.m. in the morning, and maybe if some kids I remember like one YouTuber really did not like playing the GameCube game because as a kid they suffered from like insomnia and just would play that game at 2 a.m. And it was just, and they said it was just really annoying and kind of stressful for them that the villagers kept telling them to go to sleep.
Yeah.
And they're like, I can't sleep, I have insomnia. And it's
Oh
like,
shit.
yeah,
Yeah. I
it's,
get that. I
yeah.
think something similar is when I would play Earthbound. In that game, you have to go to phones in order to like save, call your mom, and stuff like that. But your dad can call you just to tell you, hey, you should save. It's been a long time that you've been playing. Do you want to rest? And even if you say yes, you still have to go to like a save point. So like there's no point, in my opinion.
Honestly, I would have just made that a save. Like, that,
If you say
if,
yes, he'll tell
yeah.
you, go save then. They won't save the game. They'll just tell you, go save.
Yeah, I guess I kind of get it for like little kids who do not understand maybe to save, but I think it would be just more helpful if it was just they save for you right away.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it doesn't do that.
Just such aesthetic of that pool. Just give her that, like, just add some pink lighting and we can make like a vaporwave photo shoot out of that.
Okay.
I mean, what's more 80s aesthetic than a pool with white tile?
I guess.
Time to like, oh darn, I thought we were gonna add more water and just be like, time to make Alfred's water bill explode. That's what you get for being fucking rich. Exploiting your workers, exploiting the prison industrial complex, and exploiting prisoners as free labor. Shithead. Like, we can squint our eyes and say that there is some type of class commentary here going on, but barely. We'd really have to squint and stretch that, like, the implications of this rich dude's playground for research and experimentation is having an uprising of his undead labor workers. We can take that as like a class struggle or something. I don't know. The zombies are seizing the means of production, and therefore you are a bootlicker if you kill them. Okay, so Claire has access to a crossbow. Sweet. Is the crossbow good or is it
No. It's weird. It's like good if you use these like gunpowder arrows, because then they're basically explosives. But just for regular like shooting, it feels less effective. Like the bowgun wasn't that good in like Resident Evil 2, but it was all right because it was just like a quick item you could use for like crowd control.
It's our boy Alfred trying to stamp us with the gamer girl brand.
Oh, this is cool. The controller's like rumbling in like a heartbeat kind of like pattern to like build
Oh,
suspense during that door animation. That was kind of cool.
interesting.
I think I'll stream for maybe just another 20 more minutes.
Yeah,
Let's do
that works.
this.
What was the purpose of Steve to begin with?
I don't know.
I guess maybe to give Claire to work off someone since she was working off Leon, you know, and it, I guess, makes Resident Evil a little bit more engaging.
I guess, but I don't think of Steve as a really good character, to be honest. I just don't feel that
not
they
at all.
offer very much to this game, unfortunately.
Playground I have prepared just for you. Please try and keep me amused, and do not disappoint me by dying too soon. I so want to enjoy.
Lie. This line delivery.
Yes, that is the best line in the game by far. Some would say it's killer. Oop, heartbeat rumble.
Oh no, it's like...
Switch to this.
Hmm?
Oh.
Thankfully, I managed to get the software I need for my class.
Oh,
So,
nice.
gotta modify it for a little bit. Oh no, it's worse than a sim.
It's dead.
It's what? It's
I
dead?
said it's
Oh.
dead. But they are very annoying. I think it's called the Bandersnatch.
See, I could see the names since that long arm seems like it's meant to grapple you. Oh no. It's a male gamer. Billy's like, I respect women. Yeah, take that, you Billy.
Oh yeah,
Go
that's all
sim
good.
somewhere else. Yeah.
Don't worry, Claire. Your knight in shining armor is here.
Trying to make him look cool, but all I can think of is that, like, he's kind of just a...
You
He really is like,
Thanks for
I'm a
the help.
nice guy,
See?
but
This is why you
also,
need
your
me.
thoughts
I got
and
your
bros
back.
before hoes.
Whatever. Here, take these.
Machine guns? For me?
You know the deal. In exchange for your Lugers.
Okay, okay. This thing is too cool. Yes! Now this is my kind of weapon. All right.
So, like, do you need the golden guns for a puzzle?
This thing's empty.
Yes, we need it to
That's
get into a
true.
certain room.
Up there, plenty of ammo, just for you.
Wait, why can't we just say, Billy, can I just borrow
Give
your
me a boost and I'll
guns?
get it for you.
No, he has
Alright,
trust
alright.
issues.
Ow! My back. You're heavier than
But,
you
like,
look.
we're in the middle of an
Yeah.
apocalypse. I don't think he has the right to, like, say, I don't trust you.
Men find a way.
Happy now?
Anyway,
He's like,
we
"Oh,
give him
yeah,
one
step
clip
on me."
for both of his guns.
Now that you're
So it's kind of funny that he has like 100% ammo.
can join you in your descent into death.
I will say that previous cutscene was very anime, which is just kind of why like I think that this is the most anime of
Okay,
Resident Evil
let's do
games.
Wait here.
It does feel like it. I like with this Animu
Time to
boy
test out my
seeming
new
badass,
sword.
but he really just looks
Mhm.
like a fucking nerd. Oh shit, okay, now we're feeling a little Metal Gear Solid here. Oh damn. Oh damn, we're playing Steve now. I have to like stop myself before saying Billy because I feel like
That is another character.
yeah. And I remember he's also like a tough guy because he's in Resident Evil 0, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and I feel like they're the same archetypes based on their characters, and they also have like little to no relevance to the lore of Resident Evil. They're like, man, look at this pretty-haired anime boy like going Rambo on the zombies.
I mean, basically.
Yeah. Look how cool he is. Look how cool our anime protagonist is. He just needs the toast in his mouth and be like, I'm late for school. Senpai's gonna be mad at me. And he like bumps into a zombie. He's like, watch where you're going.
Yeah.
You know what? What I don't understand is that maybe they could have just replaced Steve's scenes with Chris. Like, she just straight up finds Chris. Like, Chris is also here, and they're together. Like, I feel like that would help with the siblings building off each other more because we only get a vague idea that they're siblings, and I guess they care for each other. We're meant to like insert that, but you know, we'd love to see more of Chris and Claire's dynamic.
Depend on me.
Mm-hmm.
You see? This thing is a lot more reliable than
It's
in
like
person.
this is the only game where they interact, right?
Who?
Then
These two
people?
characters?
No. Claire and Chris together in a game.
I believe so.
Steve,
That's kind of sad.
what were you doing here? Who brought you here and where is your family?
Shut up! I don't want to talk about it.
So, I'm not supposed to show weakness in front of girls, cause you're all hags that don't care about men.
Never
I'm gonna shoot at the wall cause I'm mad. That's what you get for missing half my birthdays, Dad.
And then Claire's
like-
just like, I guess I'm going to be forced by the story to be attracted to this baby.
She's like, dude, take a Snickers, like, chillax. There are more pressing matters to be worried about. She's all like, Steve, you should talk to someone about this stuff after we get out, please. I don't have time for this. She's like, you just wasted perfectly good bullets on a good gun. Those bullets are hard to get by. I worked my ass for them, you ungrateful piece of shit.
Claire, are you okay?
He's like,
He's
what
like,
does it look
this
like?
is.
Behind you.
He's all, this is all your fucking fault. If you didn't take up, if you weren't so fat and didn't take up so much space,
He's like,
then...
no. It's the Yandere dev. His one, the person he looked up to all his life.
He was my surrogate dad figure, and now he's unfinished, uncooked, unseasoned. I'm sorry, Andre Dev. I'm gonna have to put you down. It's like an old Yeller scene. She's like, hey, when are you gonna add in Osana? She has these, don't utter that word in my name, thought.
He like clearly would have shot Claire so many times.
Oh yes, very clearly. Like, Claire's dead.
Steve.
She's like, that's some trauma.
Shooting your own dad. She's like, Steve, you just paralyzed me. I can't feel my legs. And then you see her legs are covered in bullet wounds.
Father! Dad, I used to work for Umbrella.
But yeah, no, I feel like Steve is shit. He's trash 90s kids. He's a trash 90s boy who would like call women fat. He would be the asshole that'd say, yeah, that dress makes you look fat. Or like saying, you eat too much, lady. Like, he seems like that shitty boyfriend.
He was a fool to do something so reckless. So stupid.
Or, oh, you know what? No, it's like Claire's like, hey, you want to hang out? And he just ghosts her for like 2 weeks.
It's okay now. Just rest.
This game's like, don't you... Oh, let go.
What?
Oh, I was like, you can go. I didn't hear what you said.
Oh, I just said we leave him here.
Obviously, in order to help someone process their trauma, you just, you give them their space.
Mm-hmm.
But obviously, what's going to heal him is Claire and the fact that she's a lady and he's a man, and obviously they're going to get together, and that's going to magically heal his trauma or some shit. Like, because that's how it works, right? That's how... What are the long, slow recovery of trauma and the many obstacles that you face with dealing with trauma? I mean, no, it's just magical wub. It's wub. Don't you know? Being in a relationship fixes everything. Makes your life complete and fulfilled. There's totally nothing hard about being in a relationship or anything. I mean, Juan, what could possibly go wrong when one of your partners has detrimental trauma and makes them almost makes them almost difficult to work with? Like,
he just
what
needs to date a mom.
What do you mean a girlfriend's not supposed to be a new caretaker / new mommy? What do you mean they're a person with their own wants and needs? What do you mean they're not here to fix you?
I don't remember what the map button is. Okay. So... let's go that way.
In like 5 minutes, I should leave.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Oh,
This
here we
has
go.
been really fun. I
Yeah.
don't know if you've been like watching the recording streams, but like some of our commentary is going over like the cutscenes, and there's some funny shit because of that. Because it
Yeah.
sounds like the characters are saying our commentary in some scenes. Specifically, when I start talking over Billy, some of the stuff I said about making fun of Billy actually looks like Billy saying it, so it's great. It's giving me like, the Sonic Adventure real-time dub situation vibe, so it's great.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if we would be that good. Oh shit! I didn't.
Oh no, that would require a bunch of improv. And being actually funny, of course.
Oh fuck. Cool.
Oh, jeez. And this is why Claire's a cat person. I feel like every Resident Evil game, a person becomes a cat person because at least like zombified cats seem to stay dead.
Mm-hmm. I think the nearest item box is in the palace, so that's where I'm just gonna end it once I get to that save room.
Yeah.
Ooh. Big old army boys.
Oh no, the Bandersnatch is the. Oh, okay. I'm trying to think like what terrible archetype, like dude archetype these Bandersnatches could be because we got simps for the regular zombies. Should they just be Redditors? Like gamer Redditors? No, the reply guys. Those Bandersnatches, they're reply guys.
I don't understand what that means, but okay.
Reply guys are just like are like those dudes that like do not follow you but will go into your like comments on Twitter or on YouTube to be like, well, actually, that's a reply guy. And like they do not follow you, but like they're there to be like, let me play devil's advocate or something like that, and it's just so annoying.
Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Whoops. Oh well. Sweet. Well, I think that's where I'll call it for now.
Yeah, thank you for streaming this. This game. This is quite a character of a game.
It is. It's wild. Right, I'm gonna stop the stream now.